YouTube. Boom. TikTok. Boom. All right. You're good to go. Oh shit, did I mess up? How about now? We good? Okay. Thanks for that, guys. Let me clear the queue, get the queue ready. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, D. I see your beautiful face. Miss, I am married. You need to relax. You need to relax. All right, chat. Welcome on in, guys. What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy? Did you drink your protein shake? I did not. I need to make it. I'll make it after the stream. Oh, whoops. Your wifey is lucky? Yeah, she really is. Damn right she's lucky. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, y'all. Let's do it all over again. You call me, I roast you. You know the drill. Hopefully TikTok chat shows up this time. Let's try it again. Hopefully it stays on the stream this time. All right. Well, welcome on in. What's up, Bray? Love the videos and live streams, brother. Thank you, Bray. Appreciate you, man. Got too many windows here. Where am I? Here we go. Okay. You guys know the drill. Ooh, good music. Let me grab my hand warmer. If you guys can start tapping the screen like crazy on TikTok and YouTube. What's up, Joe Blow? You on my phone? Olympics on the TV. It's a good night. Right on. What are you watching specifically? Last night I was watching some snowboarding recaps, some like figure skating recaps, women's ice hockey. Good stuff. Thank you for the gifts, D. Garcia, how you doing? Welcome on in, y'all. Welcome on in. We're just getting started here. So once we get to 5,000 likes, guys, tap, tap, tap away. Go nuts. Go crazy. Tap with 2 fingers, 3 fingers. Every 5,000 equals a caller that we bring on. So faster we do it, the faster we can get the show on the road. Okay, there we go. Now I see TikTok chat. What's going on, y'all? You should put that 5,000 likes equal 1 call. I should, yeah. I should. The thing is, it only applies to YouTube and TikTok. But I should be fine, right? Got my auto tapper on 59 a second. Nice. All right. Noise. All right, who's in the queue so far? We got Brian, Sterling, and Connor. In the meantime, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday. What y'all up to these days? Any plans? We did some Topgolf today. Kind of like just driving range. With some like digital kind of gaming stuff going on with it. Ooh, good song. Doing well? Alright, right on, Sterling. Plan to play some Ark? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're playing some Ark in about 2 hours. We are ending the stream on 8 o'clock on the dot. I told my wife to drag me off the computer if I'm not off by 8 o'clock. What's up, Alex? Mini Boss, how you doing? You say that now, but I know. I know. I just love this community so much. I can't get enough of them. No Ark stream? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the gaming tonight. Streaming the gaming. Pre-gaming, okay. Pre-gaming with some financial audits. Almost 5K, we're almost there, guys. We are almost there. We'll get the first person on the call, which is going to be Brian. We do have also a 90-day cooldown period, so if you have been on the call within the last 90 days, I do ask that you withdraw from the queue. Give some other rich nerd a chance. Oh, Cassandra. What's up, Cassandra? It has been a long time. How have you been? Where have you been? Your headphones are comically large, man. I need to think of some more jokes. The last joke I used was, well, I need to hear your mom in the morning when she leaves my house. What are some more jokes around that? I need some more in my arsenal. So I'm quick with them. Okay, 5,000, we did it, guys. Thank you so much. If you can keep it going, that way, once we're done with the call, we can bring the next person on at 10,000. But let me also... Any tips for work-life balance? You have to make an active effort. It doesn't just come automatically. It does depend on the job, your manager, your team, you. Yeah. Alright, guys, let's get Brian on here. Actually, before that, we have a few rules. You must be 18 or older in the US or Canada, and you must be okay with being in our videos. So if these three things don't apply to you, kindly withdraw from the queue. Let's get Brian on here. January was busy. My sister was visiting. Then my grandmother passed. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. All right, Brian. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Brian, are you at least 18 or older in the US or Canada and are okay with being in our videos?
Yes, to all three.
Perfect. And how old are you, Brian?
I'm 23.
Okay. And what can I help you with?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how I'd like to allocate my money and like where to put things.
Okay. Where is your money right now?
It's kind of spread all over. So I've got some in a couple investment accounts. I've got a high yield savings and I've got a regular savings.
All right. Do you have any debt?
I've got about $3,000 worth of debt.
You said 3,000?
Yes.
Okay. What is that made up of?
That's just student loan debt.
Okay. Let's see here. Also, where are you calling from? Forgot to ask.
I'm from Nebraska.
Is that what's the acronym? Is it NE, NB?
NE.
NE. Okay.
You got it.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we can say everything here. What are you making each month after tax?
It's about 4,000 to 6,000 a month. It's kind of increasing right now because I work in sales.
You work in sales. Okay, so it fluctuates. Should we just use 5K? Is that okay?
Yeah,
All right. What are your expenses each month?
about 1,850.
Okay. I'm going to round up to 1,900 here.
Okay.
Are you living at home?
No, I live with a roommate right now.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, what do you have in savings?
I've got a high yield savings and a regular savings. You want both?
Yeah, just total cash you have.
Okay. About 24,600.
Nice. And assets, stocks, crypto, real estate. You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, sorry.
All good. So would you have in assets?
I have an employer Roth where they do a match there, and I've got about 1,200 in that.
Okay.
Then I've got a simple IRA that has about 900 in it.
Okay.
And then I've got about 400 Roth IRA.
You said 400?
Yes.
Okay, we're about 2,500 right now. Any other assets?
I mean, I've got my car. It's not worth a whole lot, though.
Okay, cool. We'll just leave it at that. So 2,500. Okay, so just to recap here. So Brian, you're 23 in Nebraska. You're making around $5,000 per month after tax. You work in sales. $3,000 in student loans, about $1,900 per month in expenses, $24,000 in savings, and $2,500 in assets.
Yep.
Cool. How would you rate your numbers here out of 10?
Probably like a 6.
A 6? Okay. Why so?
I feel like more of my money might need to be in a high yield savings.
How much is in the regular savings versus high yield savings?
So I've got 15,000 in the high yield savings.
Okay. And then about 10K in the regular savings?
Correct.
Okay. What's the reason for that?
I feel like it's more accessible in my regular savings, but maybe I'm wrong. Like more liquid.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily transfer it to a checking, right?
Yeah, I have SoFi for my high yield savings. They gave me a checking account with it, so I
Oh, cool.
suppose I can move all that over now.
Yeah, what are you using for your current checking?
I have Security National Bank.
Okay. Is there a reason you haven't moved over, like fully to SoFi?
No, I guess I've just used Security National my whole life, so I'm just like used to it.
I see. Yeah, it's fine to have multiple. I still have my Chase account. I just keep the bare minimum in there to avoid fees. And then in the rare case that I need to deposit cash, I'll do it on a Chase ATM, then move to my SoFi. But everything else, my wife and I just use SoFi for checking and savings, and for Roth IRA and a few other investment accounts.
Okay.
So you could simplify your finances there a little bit, but not terribly concerned with that. What are we? What is this money for? This 24,000? Anything in particular?
Yeah, so I'm trying to save up for a car. I probably have enough. I'll probably buy a car for around 15,000 or so.
Okay.
But I've got an old car right now. I'm a beater.
Is it costing you money to like? Is it not economical to drive anymore?
No, it's great. I have it paid off. It's an old Honda Accord.
Nice.
It still runs well.
So this new car is just a kind of a want.
I'm just planning on getting a car because I don't count on the Honda running forever.
Oh, I see. I see. All right, fair enough.
It's got high mileage,
How many miles are we talking?
like 218,000.
Ooh, all right, but it's not giving you any trouble right now.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, just keep running. Just keep it running. You're 23. I'd say that money is better used elsewhere. But once it starts to give you issues and it's not economical to drive anymore, yeah, get a new car.
Okay.
Well, let's see here. So you're young. You have quite a bit of money left over after you cover your expenses, right? We can comfortably, what is it, about between 2 and 4,000, depending on how much you make each month, because you're in sales.
Yep, that sounds right.
Okay. Yeah, if I were you, I'd just be maxing out as many accounts as I possibly can, assuming there's no other short-term goals here.
Well, I've been considering getting into real estate because I've got a lot of family that does it, and some of my coworkers like to talk about it a little bit. So I'm
All right.
interested in that. So I guess maybe that's my hesitation in putting it in stocks.
Oh, okay. So you want to invest in real estate.
Yes, I'd like to do like a house hacking situation where I buy a house and have a roommate or two.
And do you have a rough timeline for that?
Could be this year, could be next year,
All right.
possibly this fall.
Mm. And do you
If
know?
I can financially do it.
Yeah. So you have to do some research and see, how much cash you're gonna need for a down payment, closing costs, right? Any maintenance and repairs for that. And then you're also gonna want about 6 months of, of rent basically saved just in case your tenant leaves, it's vacant, and then also any maintenance repairs that pop up as well.
Okay.
So the real estate stuff's pretty complex. I can't really help you too much with that. I'd say just make sure you have a good mentor, someone who's realistic, who's successfully done it. Don't follow some randos online because they just, some people just want to sell you some bullshit course and good luck, right? Alrighty. Well then, you can do both, right? So I'd say allocate a good portion of your income, just pack that into the stock market, Roth IRA. You have a simple IRA, which is interesting. Are you self-employed? Are you a contractor?
No, I used to work for a really small business, and that's what they offered with a match.
Gotcha.
Can I move that over somewhere?
Yeah, you can roll that over to your own traditional IRA probably, or Roth IRA, depending on the simple IRA. If it's a pre-tax account, it would go to a traditional IRA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Your current employer, you said they offer a 401k match?
Yes.
Are you getting the full match?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, the way that we like to order it is you can go for the 401k match, then the IRA, potentially HSA. HSA is also really powerful. Potentially go back to the 401k or, do your real estate thing. For you, it's like just pack as much as you can, man. Time is your best friend. So just floor it right now. Try to look for ways to increase your income, minimize your expenses, be frugal for your 20s, and then you can let off the gas in your 30s. That's the way we like to approach it.
Yeah, I guess I'm having like analysis paralysis where I'm like comfortable just keeping it in like a high yield savings rather than investing it.
Yeah.
But I should do something.
Yeah, there is an opportunity cost by keeping everything in savings. Now, for your personal expenses, if your expenses are $1,900 per month, I'd say minimum keep $11K in there just for your emergency fund, right?
Okay.
Based on that, that would mean you have about, what is that? About a little under 15K to work with. So some of that you can save for real estate, some of that you can just go and maybe max out a Roth IRA, HSA if you qualify. I'd lean more toward just maxing these accounts out, and once you know about the real estate game, you have a plan, then start saving for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard something that you can still max out your Roth IRA for 2025. Is that true?
Yeah, you have until the tax filing deadline of this year to max out to make 2025 contributions.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it could be as simple as you take about what is that, $14,500. You max out the 2025 and 2026 just in like one swoop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about my student loan debt?
Good question. What's the interest rate on it?
It's only 2.75.
Oh, nice. On a scale from 1 to 10, how stressful is it?
Like a 2 or a 3.
All right. Yeah, some people they'll keep it around. It's only $3,000. I'm not too concerned. If it were me, I would just knock it out and be done with it. It's $3,000, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to keep it around, go for it. It's your call.
Yeah, it's peace of mind, or just invest it.
Yeah. I mean, $3,000 is not a massive opportunity cost, so it's like, that's why I'm not concerned here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
I don't think so. That's super helpful. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Brian. Good luck, man. Keep us posted.
Will do. Appreciate you.
See ya. Alrighty. Thoughts, questions, concerns? So if you're just joining us, we spoke to our friend Brian here, 23, Nebraska, works in sales, making between $4,000 and $6,000 per month after tax. $3,000 student loans, about 2-3% interest rate. Under $2,000 per month for expenses. He has $24,000 in savings, $2,500 in assets. So the main question really was, what do we do with this cash? Part of it is we want to keep around 6 months of expenses in his high yield savings. So that's about $11K. The rest of it, the question was, do I invest it? Do I get into real estate? I want to get into real estate later this year or next year. That one's a much harder question to answer. There's too many variables. So the advice really was do some research, learn as much as you can, find a good mentor, make sure it's something you actually want to do, because real estate can be a complete pain in the ass. And then take it from there. How can we get a good mentor? Yeah, that's the hard part. Talk to friends, talk to family, talk to coworkers, and see if they know anyone who does real estate investing. That's the hard part. Yes, finding a good mentor. All right, I'm gonna clear the board. Let's get the next person on here. Thank you guys for the likes. I didn't have to ask for any more here because we already got to 10,000. W chat. My lovely rich nerds. So if you want to join the queue, a few ways you can do that. If you're on TikTok, there's a button on the very bottom that looks like this. It's a silhouette of two people. That's how you join the queue. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, the command to run is !join, and then a separate command is !Discord to join our Discord server so we can talk. Some rules: you have to be 18 or older in the US or Canada and be comfortable being in our videos. What do you think about giving 100% at work? And how do you recommend bringing up raises and stuff? What do you think about giving 100% at work? Like 100% effort? I'd say if it's causing you a lot of pain, probably not, right? How would you recommend bringing up raises and stuff? Yeah, the way I would do it is like, so you get hired, you talk to your manager every week, every month, regularly, and once things are going, you say, hey, what do I have to do to be a complete f***ing badass? I want to be a badass. I want to be the best. What do I have to do? Okay, well, you got to do this and land this client and make this much or solve this problem. Cool, you come up with a criteria. And then you say, okay, let's say I get to that level. Can we talk about getting to the next level? A merit increase at that point. They're almost always going to say, yeah, for the most part. Then you go and get to work. You do all the stuff to meet those expectations. You document everything and then revisit that whatever timeline you guys agreed on, 6 months, 12 months. Along the way, you're doing small check-ins. I see a lot of people, they kind of sit back and hoping they just get noticed and they get promoted and they get raises. That is not how it works, unfortunately. That is not how it works. You got to play politics. You have to be likable. It kind of sucks. It's not the best. Corporate America can kind of be soul-sucking a little bit, but hey, that's the game. All right, let's get the next caller in here. Sterling. Sterling, reminds me of Archer. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, it's a TikTok issue. We don't really know why it happens. It kind of comes and goes.
Okay. There we go.
Awesome. So,
Okay.
are you at least 18 in the US or Canada and are okay with being in our videos?
Yep, it's all three.
Perfect. And what is your name?
My name is Sterling.
Okay. And how old are you, Sterling?
I'm 19.
All right. And how can I help?
I just had some worries about I'm thinking about buying a new truck for work, and I'm planning a trip, so I wanted to know if it's a good idea.
Okay. So you have two competing goals for your money right now. Buying a truck for work and then taking a trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of more like I already have the trip planned out, and I want to know if it's still a good idea to buy a truck after that.
Oh, I see. What's the purpose of the truck?
Currently I'm just a server at a restaurant,
Okay.
and working through a family business, if I have a truck, I think it would increase my income a good amount.
What's the family business?
We work in scrap, so we kind of just move metal and crush cars.
Okay. If it were me, I'd want to test the waters here. So I don't want you to buy the truck and be like, okay, I'm trying this thing. Oh, it's not really working out. Now I'm stuck with this truck, potentially selling it at a loss.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the risk.
Recently I tested it out through my car. So currently I'm just driving one of my mom's old cars,
Okay.
and I've been doing monthly pickups for the business, and I made about $6,000 this month. compared to the 4,000 that I'm currently making at my serving job.
Okay. Okay. So, couple questions. How much of a truck are we talking here?
I don't need much. Just even something that's really old, Facebook Marketplace, $10,000. Something cheaper side. Cheapest thing that will still run.
Okay, so we're eyeing about 10K. Is this like a rough number, or have you done the research?
I've done the research, yeah. So it's
Okay.
about 10 to 12K
Okay.
max.
Let's stick into your numbers here. How much are you making currently
I'm making about 4,000 a month.
after tax?
Yeah.
Jeez, as a 19-year-old?
Yeah, and I'm still in university.
Wow, good for you. You said you're a server at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Nice. Those tips hit hard, huh?
Yeah.
I used to be a busboy at Marie Callender's back in the day. And yeah, the tips were nice.
hmm
Any current debt?
No debt.
Okay. Expenses?
Just about 500 a month.
Savings?
About $2,000.
Any assets?
About 26,000 in
26.
stocks.
Wow. Okay. When did you start this?
I turned 18 in November 2 years ago around. So I've been able to max out my TFSA for 3 years.
Oh, okay. You're in Canada. Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. That is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. If you get this truck, do you plan to finance it, or you can save the cash and buy cash?
I'd probably, yeah, just sell some of my stocks. Or I'd get, oh, yeah, I don't know actually fully yet.
Don't sell the stocks.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Leave the TFSA. That's your future money. So leave that alone. I would. There's two things I want to try to dive into a little bit here. So you have this truck. So either you buy the truck. I'm also curious, like, what it's going to look like if you were to just rent, like a U-Haul truck or something. Have you done the? I don't know. What do you have in Canada? Do you guys have U-Haul in Canada?
Yeah, we have U-Haul.
Okay. Have you done that analysis?
Yep, it's about $150 a day.
Okay. And how many days per month would you use it?
Probably the work that I would do, I'd have to use it every day.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it seems like the ROI is not really there for renting. Seems like buying is
Yeah.
probably the play here.
And that's what I was thinking, but I was thinking maybe I can even wait 2 years till after the trip and then buy it. Or,
How much do you need for the trip?
I've already put about $3,000 into it, so I just need about $2,000 more dollars for spending money while I'm there.
So it's 5K?
Yeah,
Where are you going for the trip?
we're going to Paris, Italy, and Greece.
Nice. Okay. And after your expenses, you're making like a good at least 3K per month.
Yeah.
So you can make this last. Was it you need 2K or 3K more? I forget.
Just about 2,000 more.
Okay. Okay. So it's a 1 month, and you'll have that done.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working as a server. You're in university, but then you also going to do some junk removal on top of all that.
So I would, if I bought the truck, I would probably leave my serving job
Okay.
to do the removal.
All right, makes more sense. Okay.
And I feel as if I made about 6K just with a car. So with a truck, I think I could pay it off in about a month or two.
Pay off the truck.
Yeah, because if it's about 12K,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to make 6K with a car and still doing school, I feel as if with a truck, it would up my earning potential even more than 6K.
What is the sort of job security for this junk removal thing? Like, how certain are you that it's going to last?
That's the problem. It's not the most certain thing. It's kind of relying on the market.
Okay.
So, my family's been doing it forever, so it's relatively certain. But there could be times, months where I make about 3,000, and then other months where I make about 10,000.
Okay. So your family has been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I feel okay about this. I'd say buy the car cash if possible, or make a large down payment.
Yeah.
So if you want to put like 6K down at least, okay. And then just try to pay it off as soon as possible.
Okay.
Also factor in additional costs, like there's going to be insurance, fuel, right? So maintenance, repairs. So factor in all these costs and subtract it from your potential profits.
Okay.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, it sounds like you've put some thought into this. So.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. Good luck.
Perfect. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. All right. Wow. He's on it. He's on it. Usually, when I'm talking to 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 23-year-olds, they're like, I want the Tesla, I want the Beamer, right? But this kid, he's like, oh, I have a job opportunity, and I can make more if I have a truck. So that's different, right? He has run the sort of cost analysis, at least at a high level, between renting a U-Haul versus just buying a truck for like 10 to 12K. So it's cool to see that. Yeah, no major concerns here. I also get a lot of people that are like, I'm thinking about doing this thing, but I've never done it before, and I don't have any mentors. That's a concern, right? But Sterling here, his family has been doing this for a while, so he has some mentors, he has some networking opportunities. Yeah, I'm not concerned. He does have his ish together, yeah. Okay, well, we're at 15K already. Thank you guys so much. Let's clear the board. Let's keep it going. I am doing something different this time, guys. I do have a timer I start on my screen here, my third screen, just to make sure I don't yap for too long. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? We're good, man. We just spoke to some 19-year-old in Nebraska. Or no, sorry, that was in Canada. Sorry, Nebraska was the first dude. My advice was to just understand the numbers. Does it make sense? That's a big thing. Sounds like he has a good head on his shoulders. He's done some research. His family does it. He's in college. Worst case, if it doesn't work out, he can sell the truck. Maybe he'll take a small loss. There isn't a whole lot of risk I'm seeing here. You know? $50,000 in a risky tech-focused mutual fund, wondering where I should move it. A low-cost index fund that tracks a US stock market index, or an international index, or a target date fund. All right, next up we have, I think, Connor. Let me make sure I didn't skip anyone here. Yep, we have Connor. Connor.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, man. How about you?
I am doing wonderful.
Awesome. Connor, are you at least 18 in the US or Canada and are okay with being in our videos?
I sure am.
Perfect. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. And I call you Connor. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Connor, how can I help, man?
I'm just looking to, so I work in commission sales. I'm a camper salesman, and I'm looking to figure out the best way to budget because it's a very seasonal job. Like right now, winter time, I'm making probably before taxes 4 to 6 grand a month, and then actually no, it's more like 2 to 6 grand a month, and then during the busy season, it's 10 to 16 grand a month. So it's very hard to, budget monthly.
Yes, having an inconsistent income is always challenging. You said you make between 2 and was it 6,000?
Yeah, like during the, let's say,
The slow
winter
months.
months.
Okay. Was that net or gross?
That is, that's net.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this for?
9 months.
Okay. So not a whole lot of data we can kind of go off of. All right. I like to go conservative here. So what are your thoughts on using actually, how about this? Let's reverse engineer that for a second. Let's go through the rest and then we'll come back to this and I'll tell you why I made that decision here. So do you have any debt?
Yeah, I have about 23 grand for my truck, and that's it.
Okay. What's the interest rate?
I believe it's 6.24.
Okay. That's the only debt?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. What are your expenses?
I'd say estimating high 3 grand a month. And that's
Wow.
including groceries and whatnot.
Are you living on your own?
Yeah.
Because you have to or you want to?
Me and my girlfriend kind of just moved out sooner than we probably should have.
What's the breakdown here roughly for the highest expenses? So like rent, food, transportation?
Rent around 1,300, phone bill around 100. Same thing with my internet. Groceries we probably spend too much on. Well, food in general, probably 600 a month.
And this is your half, right? Or is this combined with your girlfriend?
No, my girlfriend, I pay everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then truck,
Which-
probably mid 400s. Truck insurance, 170 a month.
Your truck was how much? Just the car payment?
Probably, I think it's like 430.
And the
It's a
insurance?
60 month term.
What's the insurance on it?
170.
How about gas?
Probably $180 a month, $200 a month.
Okay. You mentioned that you're paying for your girlfriend. What is she up to?
She is in cosmetology school at the moment. She's working part-time to pay her school side of stuff. So I don't pay for her schooling. It's $400 a month for her. So she just takes care of that. And then I take care of the bills until she's done with school.
I see. And when is she projected to be done?
Midsummer.
Okay, cool. Do you know what her income would roughly be?
I'd say, I mean, she's going to be a hairstylist. It's really kind of similar with mine. It's subjective. It changes. So probably I'd say around 60 to 80 grand a year. So 70.
As a hairstylist?
Yeah. Dude, you know how much women like to pay for their hair?
Okay. All right. What do you have in savings?
I have 5 grand in my emergency fund, which should be higher, but we just moved into this place a little bit ago and she just started school before I fully built up that emergency fund. So
Okay.
I know I should have at least like 5 to 6 months, but I only have 5 grand in there right now.
All right. And then what do you have in assets?
I have probably $7,000 in investments. So that's just in like the S&P 500. So like SPY and whatever, all that junk. And then probably $2,000 in my 401k and another $2,000 in my Roth. And then like 1,000 in crypto.
All right, it's about 12K. Cool. And I forgot to ask Connor, where are you located?
Wisconsin. Like the Green Bay area.
Okay. All right, just to recap here. So Connor, you're 22, Wisconsin. You work in sales, selling campers, was it?
Yeah.
And you're making between 2 and 6K in the sort of winter low seasons, and then up to, was it like 10K in the busy times?
16K.
Okay. And the main thing here is I'm gonna put just 5K here just to have something. Your main question is,
so the last 6 months I made, I think, 60 grand, if that helps.
okay. All right. So there's a really popular strategy for people who have varying income. Because what we want to do is we want to have something that's more deterministic. We want to know, okay, I'm going to like get paid this much every 2 weeks or every month. Since your income fluctuates, we have to build that system. The way it works is we use what's called a buffer. So you have this buffer account. It's going to have a decent amount of cash in here. Let's say 18K, just as an example. The reason, how I got this number is I just multiplied your expenses by 6. And then we pull from this buffer and make you a paycheck, basically. And your paycheck is going to be roughly, this $3,000, does this cover everything?
Yeah, that's like completely
essentials
everything.
and like having fun with your girlfriend and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, you can pull 3K for that. Maybe a little more. Let me ask you about your employer 401k. How much are you contributing to that?
I think it's 8%. I don't know what they match though.
But they do match?
Yeah, they do match something. I don't know what the program is though.
Okay, so definitely find that out because we want to make sure we're getting all the free cash your employer is willing to give you. And then you're doing 8%.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, Connor, you're 22. Like I told the previous dudes, packing as much away into assets is going to be a game changer for you, especially later in life because you have so much time.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on, we have maybe 5K for your paycheck. We're sort of simulating a paycheck every month. And then part of that is going to go to your expenses. So 3K for that. And then maybe 2K for investments. Just super rough idea.
Okay.
But this is how we accomplish the, inconsistent pay. We build up a buffer. It's okay if you can't invest until that buffer is built up, because we want to eliminate the sort of anxiety that, shit, I didn't make that much this month. Okay, I made this much this month. We just want to know that, okay, we have 6-month buffer in here. We can pull 5,000 every single month or 2,500 every 2 weeks. And we know eventually that it'll get filled up again. And if it doesn't, you can go and intervene, maybe take a little bit less paycheck and get that filled up.
Okay. Yeah,
Does that make
I
sense?
think. Yeah, so that was kind of the idea with that emergency fund / savings that I have, is to pull out of that when I needed to. Because I do have a base pay. I'm salary plus commission, so my salary is $22.50 a month.
Oh, okay.
which comes out to about $1,000 a paycheck after taxes and insurance and all that.
Nice. Okay. So we just have to fill in this gap, which is going to be about 2,000.
Yeah. Oh, my base is $1,000 every 2 weeks. Sorry, so
Oh, cool.
yeah, 2,250 total.
Very nice. Okay. So you really only need about an extra grand or so.
Yeah, that's why I haven't really had to pull out of my emergency fund like at all because I'm still getting my commission throughout the winter too. So
Okay. This is fine. This is totally doable.
yeah, I haven't had to push it at all. I haven't felt like anxious about it. I've had enough money. I can still enjoy whatever I need to. I can pay all my bills. So it's just finding a good strategy to be able to invest a certain amount of money and like put stuff in certain places to make it so I know for a fact I'm not going to get into trouble.
Good idea. You're talking about systems. We need just a simple system here, as automated as possible. So what you can do is let's build this buffer up. I think 6 months is a good idea. You can probably build that up in, let's see, you make 2,000. It's kind of hard to say, but just everything excess, just dump it into your savings. Once it's built up, then you can set up an auto transfer of $1,000 per month and just have to go into your checking to cover whatever else, this gap, right?
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
you should be
yeah.
good. Yeah. It can be as simple as that. And then anything else you make from the job, oh man, I would just pack it into investments. I would absolutely pay off this truck as soon as possible.
Yeah, and that's the plan. I got into like a not a super great situation where I needed to get a vehicle like immediately because mine just took a poop. So
Okay. Do you need the truck?
no, and I've been thinking about that too. Is kind of downgrading. The
Yes.
issue is I'm flipped upside down, probably by like 5 or 6 grand.
Okay.
So I want to wait until at least summer when I have a bigger buffer to be able to pay that negative equity.
All right. Because that will also free up some cash every month. That's like extra $400 or so. How's the fuel on the gas?
Not great. It's like
Okay.
16 to 18 miles a gallon at best.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leaning towards just pay it off as soon as possible, get rid of it as soon as possible. You can take the small loss now. Long term will be fine, but yeah, I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, I'm confident I can probably pay it off by the end of the year. Like I said, I make up to 16 grand a month, so
Okay.
I can, and that's pretty common for summer, spring time.
Perfect. So the general idea here is you're going to set up a little sort of paycheck system. You're going to build up a buffer in your savings, about 18K. If you want to do 3 months of expenses first, it's fine. You can start there, see how that works out. 6 months is a solid number, I think. You're going to set up an auto transfer from your savings to fill in whatever gap, whatever amount is comfortable. Anything excess you make from work, you're going to dump it into the truck. Once the truck's paid off, you're going to dump it into your Roth IRA, your 401k, HSA, brokerage account, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. All right, man. I'm cool with this.
Sweet. I really appreciate it.
Of course, dude. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so if you have a varying income, if you don't know, if you're not making a fixed number every single month and it's a bit stressful, having this buffer system solves that. Again, let's say you need $5,000 every single month. You build up a buffer in a different account and then pay yourself from this buffer every single month, bi-weekly, whatever pay period you want. And you're simulating a consistent paycheck. That's how we solve that problem. It's not perfect, but it for the most part works. I have it set up for myself. So in his case, he needs about $3,000 to live each month. He has a base pay of about $2,250 per month. So we have a gap of around $1,000. So the idea is that he gets paid, all good. Then he transfers about $1,000 from his savings, from the buffer, right, into his checking. Anything extra, in his case, would just go toward paying off the truck and investing the money. Roth IRA, 401k, HSA, all that stuff. Yeah, a buffer is a savings. Buffer could be a separate account. A buffer is just a very high-level word. Could be a savings, could be a different account, could be, yeah, whatever's simple for you. Thoughts, questions, concerns? It's my money, Ron, says Lenny. What's up, Lenny? How's he making 16K a month? He's in sales. He sells campers. Angie, thanks for the gift, Angie. Appreciate you. Updog, how you doing? Krish, how you doing? Trying to catch up on chat here. Luke says, I've never thought of it like that. That's a great way simulating paycheck. Pretty neat, right? And if you go, if you go through a period of time where this buffer's not being refilled, then you can stop your investment, stop your, accelerated debt paying, fill that buffer back up, right? And then continue it again. So it's not perfect, but we just want it good enough. Okay, chat. Can we get to 20K likes? In the meantime, if you're watching this and you're overwhelmed and you're like, what the f is this guy talking about? I'm cooked. You're not cooked. We have a free guide. This is our Rich Nerds quick guide to being rich. It covers all the essentials: building an emergency fund, getting free money from your employer, getting rid of debt, investing for retirement so you don't have to work for the rest of your life, building some credit, and some more. It's completely free. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, !guide is the command. You'll get a link to that. If you're on TikTok, you have two options, either a yellow button on the very bottom left of the screen, Service Plus button. Just let me know what email to send it to you. We'll go ahead and send it. Or go to my profile on TikTok, tap that URL, and it's the very, very first option on the list of links. Completely free. All right, let's clear the board, chat. If we can tap the screen, if we can get to 20,000 likes on TikTok, YouTube, we'll bring on the next caller. Go crazy. Go nuts. The 2-finger taps go hard. The queue right now is, I have Popa, Expose, Herb, and Zubair. If you want to join the queue, I have about an hour left here. If you're on TikTok, tap this button right here on the very bottom of the screen, silhouette of 2 people. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, you're going to type in the command !join in the chat, and then after that, !Discord. All right, chat, what's going on? This is a cool live, just found it. Thank you, Angie. Welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Rich Nerd Live Show. We're here to help you all level up your finances. If you have a burning money question, if you're struggling, overwhelmed, we are here to help you. What's the quickest way to get $1 million? Well, it takes time. It takes time. Invest in assets. If you keep all your money in savings, it's going to be very difficult to get to $1 million unless you make a lot of money. This needs to be a dark background so I can see chat. Let me see if I can try that really quick. Is that better? Is that better? Can you guys put a 1 in chat if this dark theme is better or that white theme? 1 in chat. 0 in chat if the white theme is better. 1 in chat for dark theme. 0 for white theme. Oh, well, 1's across the board. How come no one told me this before? Thank you, Justin, my boy. It is better. Okay. Khan Academy vibes. You know, these letters kind of pop a little more, huh? Wow. Wowee. All right. Thank you. There's a plugin for this browser called Dark Reader. Guys, there's a plugin for your browser. Dark Reader This thing is awesome. It turns everything into a dark theme. All right, chat, we're almost at 20K. What's up, Gray? Welcome back, Gray. How you doing, dude? Trey, what's up? Trey says, what's your retirement goal for how you'd like to ideally have yourself set up? You know, retirement isn't really a priority for me anymore. You know? My goal is just, I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? But let me know if you have more specific questions. What's up, Love Life? How you doing? Darth Vader. Retire without retiring? Exactly. Dark says, I'm doing meme coins and I've made $25,000 from $10. Okay, well, put that money to good use. I see people wiped out all the time. Oh, Dark Reader. Sorry, Dark Reader. I was like Darth Vader. I'm like, because it's dark? Dark Reader is the plugin. It's great. And what's nice is I'm not sponsored by this plugin. I just I just use it. You can actually change the contrast, so you can make it more. See what I mean? You can make it darker. I like it a little gray. I think right there is good. Yeah. It's free. I like a little gray too. Holy shit, that was genius. Yeah, it's your brand, Gray. Of course you do. Okay. Logical. Okay, first of all, chat, thank you for tapping the screen. You guys are freaking awesome. If you can keep the taps going, I'd appreciate it. Every 5K likes, we bring on the next caller, so. Logically, Ryan, you are up.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Are you at least 18 or older in the US or Canada and are okay with being in our videos?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Perfect. What shall I call you?
My name's Ryan.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 20.
Okay. Man, you're an old man.
I know, right?
It's all downhill from here, man.
That's sense, they say.
All right, Ryan, what's up? How can I help?
I have a couple questions, I guess, in terms of investing, and I guess we can kind of do your little list and I'll ask a couple questions.
Okay, cool. How much you make?
After taxes, about 7K on average.
$7,000 per month?
Yes, I sell Subarus.
You're a sales per, okay. You work in car sales.
Yes.
How consistent is this?
It's pretty consistent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And is this number based on the number of cars you sell, or is there a base rate?
We do get minimum wage, but you have to sell at least 15 cars if you want to get any real commission.
Okay. So you're selling about 15 cars per month then, roughly?
Yeah, I sold 196 last year, and that was my first real whole year.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Sales is such a good skill. Like, no matter what you do in life, sales is so important. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm super, super lucky to have the opportunity.
Yeah. Awesome. That's good. Also, where are you located? I forgot to ask.
California.
Okay. What part?
Torrance.
Torrance. Okay. I grew up I went to Cal Poly Pomona. I don't know if you're aware of that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Do you have any debt, Ryan?
I guess so, because I have a lease.
Are you leasing a Subaru?
No, this one was for my girlfriend, and I cheaped out and I got her a Hyundai.
Okay. What's I guess what's remaining on that?
It's up in October, so I think there's 8 payments left, and it's $320 a month.
Okay. You said it's for your girlfriend?
Yeah,
You're paying for it?
I'm paying for it. She pays the insurance.
Why is she not paying for it?
Um, I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's like I don't really know. I just felt like it was a nice thing to do, and we've been together for 7 years since we were in 8th grade, so we live together. Just want to take care of her, kind of thing, I guess.
Oh, okay. What do you plan to do after the lease is up?
I'll probably lease a new Outback or a Tacoma.
Why not buy?
I don't like having to either deplete a portion of my savings or have a pretty big monthly payment. And I feel like when you're under a lease, I don't have to worry about maintenance. It's a peace of mind thing. I want her in something that's safe, up to date, and that it's more of like less of a headache.
I mean, plenty of cars out there that are, safe, low maintenance. You can own it for 10 plus years.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
And I have a 2011 Lexus that I just bought cash.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you're definitely right.
Okay. Well, let's go through the rest of these and see what else we have. What are your expenses each month?
So it's let's say 2,600.
Okay. Is this just the essentials or everything?
That's everything. I mean, that's food, my haircuts, rent. That's everything.
All right. Having fun and everything?
Yes. No, I set myself $300 to $400 a month for fun.
Is that included in this or is that on top of this?
That's on top.
Okay. What do you have in savings?
I wrote everything down here. So I have in my high yield savings account, I have 8,000, and that's like my emergency fund. I used to keep more money in there, but I moved it to a brokerage account.
Okay. Any other cash or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. What do you have in assets? Stocks, crypto, real estate?
So I have a Roth IRA. There's like 20 to 21,000 there. And then I have it split up between VOO and QQQM.
Beautiful.
I have a taxable brokerage account that has 43,000, and that's all in escrow.
Oh, okay. So that's like cash equivalent here. So
And
let me draw an arrow here.
that's what I was saying. I used to keep it all in the high yield savings account, but since I'm in California, I think there's like a better tax benefit to put it in escrow.
Yeah. Sorry, it was 43K, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the let me subtract this.
And then I also have a 401k,
Okay, what's in that?
11,000, and that's just a target date fund.
Perfect. So before the treasuries, you have around 31K?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Okay. So just a quick recap here. So Ryan, you're 20, you're in California. You're making around $7,000 per month net in car sales. You have a lease that's about $2,500 left up in October this year or so. Your expenses are around $2,600 per month for the fixed stuff, about $400 for fun. You have about $8K in cash in your high yield savings. but you have 43,000 in a cash equivalent in basically U.S. Treasuries, and then 31K across brokerage account, Roth, 401K.
Right.
Nice. Okay. How would you rate your numbers here out of 10?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. Chat. Rate Ryan's numbers here out of 10. I'm curious. Faded says, how the f do these 20-year-olds make so much money? Yep. I see a 10, I see a 7, I see a 9, 8.5, 10, 7. Okay. Yeah, I'd say about a 9. Yeah. I'd say my only concern here, really two things. Well, technically it's one thing. You have 43K in treasuries. What's the purpose of this?
So that was going to be, I'm saving up for a down payment on an investment property.
Okay. How much do you need for that, for the down payment?
I'm not really sure because I'm in between doing a house hack, like locally here in California. Obviously not in Torrance, but somewhere further up towards Fresno or something. Or I'm going to have to do out of state and put 20% down because it's an investment. So, and that I wouldn't do more than like a $300,000 property out of state. So I probably have enough, but I'm stuck in a analysis of paralysis or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any experience in this?
No, I don't. I've just been trying to self-educate, watching like a ton of YouTube and
Do you
like
know
that.
anyone that's doing this?
I have family in Florida that does real estate, but not really.
Okay. So that'd be my advice there, is to find a mentor like I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
And get some help that way, just so you're not flying blind here.
Okay.
So you said house hacking or just a rental property.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, imagine house hacking in California is very challenging,
100%.
especially in Orange County.
Yeah. I'm in the South Bay actually, so even worse.
Oh, South Bay. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm Torrance, like Long Beach area,
Oh, okay. Okay.
like Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, down there.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, as long as you're taking care of retirement, which sounds like you are, you have 31K invested, which is great. How much of your income are you investing per month, roughly, would you say?
So that's one of the things I wanted some help with because I haven't had a set in stone thing, but I do invest a lot. I definitely max out. So I had like a big month in December. I already maxed out my Roth IRA for this year. I maxed out my Roth IRA halfway throughout the year last year. And then that's how I was able to build the 43K. So I was wondering, because I've heard of people talk about the health savings account. So if I need to set one of those up. And I guess the 401K, if you had an opinion on if I should keep it traditional or Roth.
Generally speaking, you're going to make more money later on in life. You're really young, right? So the idea is that if we're going to earn more later, it's probably good to pay taxes on that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. But to answer your question, I'll try to delegate $4,000 per month
Okay.
to investments.
Okay. Which is pretty much what you're netting after expenses and having fun.
Right.
All right, cool. Yeah, if it were me, I feel like real estate is super, I mean, everyone's trying to do it. I feel like in the past couple of years, we've just seen so much content around real estate and people saying, oh, passive income, even though it's bullshit. It's like real estate's a lot of work. It's not passive income whatsoever.
Right.
If some people love it, if you love it, you want to pursue it, go for it. But Find a good mentor. Make sure you know what you're doing. In the meantime, I mean, take advantage of these accounts, right? You're doing your Roth IRA, which is great. If you qualify for an HSA, that would be awesome. The 401k, basically all the tax advantage accounts is what I would try to take advantage of. If not maxing out the 401k, the Roth IRA, the HSA, and if you'd rather put everything else in a brokerage to have some flexibility, fine. We just don't want to sit on this cash for too long, you know?
Right.
But if you're cool with just having this there and then investing pretty much everything else, go for it.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea of what the potential of your money is here, if you have about 31k currently invested, and let's just say you invested for 20 years, you'd be about 40. You're in 7%. You are doing $4,000 per month. That's roughly $2 million. And we can withdraw about 80 grand each year in retirement, roughly, and live off of that.
Starting from 40?
By 40. Yeah, this would be 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Assuming $4,000 per month.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, you answered most of my questions. I come past your live like whenever I'm scrolling, but there's always like 5 to 7 people in the queue. I'm literally pulled over, about to go to the gym, so I got a pen and paper, start writing stuff down.
The commitment, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Alrighty.
so I think you're suggesting I should buy another car cash instead of leasing.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then later in life, once you guys are millionaires, which is you're on track to do it fairly soon, then you guys can do the lease, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it.
All right, man. Well, keep it up. You're doing great overall. Just keep going.
Cool. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. Take care.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, bye.
So just to you know, just a little disclaimer, not every 20-year-old's making $7,000 per month. So this is not, Ryan's a freak of nature here. So if you're in your 20s, you know, or 30s, especially 20s, just know that most 20-year-olds are not making $7,000 per month, you know? All right, chat. How we doing? Having a place to... Okay, hold on. One comment just caught my eye. Having a place to live is not enough anymore. People have to become investors. Yeah, somewhere down the road. Here's the thing. It's a balance. We need people building. We need people to, you know, manage rentals because not everyone can buy. Miguel, thank you for the gifts. Need to know. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. But somewhere down the road, someone was like, "Oh, we can make a profit off of this real estate thing." So I really wish that in the future we make it very, very difficult for people to buy single-family homes as an investment property, and we prioritize single families, apartments, whatever. But man, and people say that, oh, it's the BlackRock and Blackstone. It's actually not true. It's a misconception. In the first quarter of 2025, 25% of all single-family home sales were by smaller investors, like small mom-and-pop operations, small LLCs. We also have a deficit in terms of building. We're not building as many homes. There's a lot going on. It's a multifaceted problem here. To clarify, I live with my girlfriend and dad, so we split rent. That's why my expenses are so low in California. Makes sense. Cool. Good. Good, good, good. What's up, Paul? How you doing? I only make $580 a month. I live with my parents, says Sierra. All right, well, you know, only up from here, right? What kind of tax bracket is this 20-year-old in? I can show you right now. Torrance. Come on, autocomplete. I'm just gonna say Los Angeles. Single, let's see, he's making how much per month? About 7,000 times 12. So he's probably making about 100K per year. Hold on, 84K. He's probably making it more than that, actually. Yeah, he's probably making like, actually, he's making more than that. 115? Am I doing this math right here? Yeah, I'm assuming, so $7,000 per month net, roughly. Yeah, it'd be about 115. So he's paying about 25K in taxes, roughly. That is federal, state, FICA, of course. He's doing very well. All right, chat. We have about 30 minutes. We're gonna get some more callers here.
Alex_Alec just subscribed with Prime.
Thank you, Alex, for the Prime sub. Fist bump. Boop. Wait. Boop. There we go. $12 months. Damn. It's been that long? Alex? Holy shit. He made 134 last year. Okay. Wow. Yeah, good for him at 20, for real. Ain't no bucks like Bezos bucks. All right, can we get to 25K likes? 2,000 more. Tap the screen like crazy on TikTok, on YouTube. Let me plug my free guide here for a second. So if you are struggling financially, if you're overwhelmed, if you have cash, like our friend Ryan here, don't know what to do with it, we cover all the essentials in our free guide here. This is our Rich Nerds free guide to being rich. If you're on TikTok, tap the yellow button in the very bottom left. Let us know where to email it, or go to our profile, tap the URL. It is the very first link on that list. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, !guide is the command to run in the chat. All right. We're almost there. Next on the queue we have... Who's my next victim? Popa. Popa. And then I think someone left alive and came back. We got you. Okay, so I have Popa, and then I have Expose the Nose, I believe, right? Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Tap, tap, tap away. If you can share this live chat, I'd really appreciate it. All these things feed the TikTok algorithm. Get more people in here, and we can create more Rich Nerds. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Rich Nerd Live Show. We are here to help you all level up your finances. We are taking callers now for the next 30 minutes. Do you still talk to Dixon? Steve? Steve, come here. Come here for a second. Steve, come here. My generation invented trolling. You'll never troll me, Steve. But nice try. Nice try. Get f***ed, Steve. Just kidding. You can't troll me, Steve. We invented trolling, okay? Y'all are just copying us, Okay, millennials, we invented trolling. Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson, have I told you how awesome you are? Mr. Watson, I f***ing love you. Thank you for the gifts, Mr. Watson. Every streamer stopping by. Put a 1 in chat if this is your first ever stream. Put a 0 in chat if this is not your first stream. Where the newbies at? Okay. Luke, Har, okay. Look at all these rich nerds. K is new, okay. Heaven, welcome. Jonathan, welcome. All right. Welcome, y'all. Nate, winner, yes. Recognize you all. Love life, yes. Sorry, I got it backwards. Nate, welcome. Winner, welcome. Uncle Garcia, welcome. Welcome, newbies. Don't worry. You are newbie rich nerds now. You're gonna be pro rich nerds after this stream. When you ask for salary, do you ask for after tax or before tax? After. Ask for net. All right. Chat, it is time. Let's bring up our next victim. We're gonna roast the shit out of his finances. Just kidding. We're gonna help them. But if they want us to roast, we'll definitely roast. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Popa.
Yo.
Yo. How's it going?
Sorry, I'm just trying to make it.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What were we saying?
I'm just trying to make it where I don't hear myself.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the solution. We have a Discord server if you want to join that. You can join a voice channel. It's up to you.
I'll probably just try to do it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if you just lower the volume a little bit on your end, maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, really quick. Are you at least 18 in the US or Canada and are okay with being on videos?
Yes to all.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name's Liam.
Leon?
Liam, yeah, Liam.
Liam, okay. Cool.
Yep.
How old are you, Liam?
I'm 23.
Okay. Where are you located? Where are you located, Liam?
Pennsylvania. Like close to Gettysburg.
Okay. Cool. All right, Liam. How can I help, man?
Basically, I've been buying like rental properties. I just bought a 3-unit rental property because I had like a surplus of cash that I like had to get rid of in my mind. So I right now I just got under contract yesterday for it. So I don't know. It's just a little nerve wracking because before, I had a lot of money behind me, but now it's like there's not so much, So I'm kind of nervous on my spending habits that were with a bunch of money behind me, but then trying to adjust, I guess.
How much money did you have before?
Probably around $100,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you need to get rid of this money?
Just because inflation's like so high, so I believe that every day I go to bed, the inflation is just destroying my $100,000 and turning it into nothing. Pretty much, I'm like losing money on it every day.
Yeah. Do you have money for emergencies, short-term stuff?
Yeah, so that's not a problem. The thing is, with my career, I need a large thing of capital. I'm a professional poker player, so I actually need probably 20, 30 grand behind me to continue making any type of money. And for anybody that doesn't believe me, you can look me up on live streams. I've played against some of the greatest players in the world on cash games and stuff. So I have, and I've just won trophies recently, so I can back these credentials.
You're a professional poker player.
Yes, correct.
Wow. How long have you been doing
I'm
this
more of
for?
a low stakes player though. So, say that again. I'm sorry.
How long have you been doing this for?
I've been playing since I was 19. I had a fake ID and would go into the casinos with a fake ID and play poker. And then I've also traveled through Europe 2 different times to play. And I haven't taken it to a full professional level for the until like the past like 2 years, I guess, because that's when I can actually record all my taxes and so on. So, but like when I turned 21, then I started taking it like actually serious. You know, not so much just going to try to win. It's more of like, yo, I need to win now. So it takes the fun out of it. I will be honest, but
I would imagine, yeah.
that was.
How much are you making roughly per month net?
It's not nothing crazy. It probably averages to around 10,000 a month, like straight up, like 10. Like because, for example, last month I made 15,000, and then the month before that I made like 8,800 or something. You know,
And
so
how
I
are
could
you?
say it kind of averages around that, but sometimes you can go on a downswing. It's very possible to lose.
Right.
This is poker. You can't win all the time. So
That's gambling, right?
I mean, yeah, it's gambling, but I calculate a lot of odds to make correct calls and stuff, and I study charts and I read books. So
Interesting.
this is just
Wow.
what I like. So this is what I pursued.
Very interesting. Okay. How are you making this money? Is it like tournaments? Are you doing stuff online? Talk to me about that.
I play. Yeah. So I actually have to drive like an hour to go play. But yeah, I play at the casinos, Horseshoe in Baltimore and Live Casino in Maryland. So I have to drive like an hour to go play these. And I play tournaments and I play cash games. I'm more of a better tournament player. I mean, my track record kind of just shows that I'm a little bit better of a tournament player, my play style. But cash games, I play that as well. It's kind of a mix of everything. Whenever the good tournaments are is where I'll go to play it, basically.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. I've never met a full-time poker player before. We spoke to poker dealers before, but yeah, no players.
Oh, they probably make good money.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
give
they
them
were.
good tips. I've given dealers crazy tips before, big hands. So.
Yeah, they were making like 15K per month roughly. They were doing pretty good.
I can believe that. I
Yeah.
can believe that. A good dealer that's fast. Oh yeah.
But they're spending with shit, so they're broke. It was kind of funny.
I hear that all the time. I'm really frugal.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only thing I worry about is I go out to eat a lot. Maybe go out and drink maybe once a month or something. But just kind of going out to eat. I don't like to waste my time, quote unquote. I guess cooking food or something. Even though I know that's a smarter option. But
All right.
yeah.
Liam, how much debt do you have?
I have a Tesla. I owe like 12 grand on it.
Okay.
That's about it though. I bought it when I was 19.
So no credit cards, student loans. You said you have some real estate, right?
Oh yeah, the loans. I mean, like I said, I'm just under contract, so I'm working on getting that signed. Basically, I bought a house for $335,000. It has 3 units in it, and it generates about $3,800 a month, $3,850 I think it is in rent. They already have tenants in it. I think around the mortgage broker basically said I'm gonna have to end up putting around like $77,500. At closing, at the end of closing.
Okay. Okay. Who's gonna manage this property? Sounds like you're a busy dude.
I guess I am, but I travel a lot. I go around the world a lot, and I look, and I'm driving a lot to go play some tournaments. And so I don't know. I'm gonna try it first. But do you have any opinion on people that manage properties like that, or
Like property
They
managers?
usually take like 10% is like the max, right?
It's like 10 to 20% roughly for their cut.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but
Well,
beyond
what do you
this,
think? I mean, do you think it's worth to have?
let me get a few numbers and then we can dive more into it.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
What are your expenses each month before this property?
Sorry, I'm thinking. I would say like 1,800 a month. I try and live cheap. I have a 2-bedroom apartment that I live with my girlfriend in, and I'd pay like $975 a month for that, and then obviously other utilities and car bill, insurance. So I would say 1,800.
Okay, I'm gonna put
2,000
2,000
you could
just to
put,
be
yeah, sure.
yeah. I'll be conservative here. So
Yeah,
how
I
much
think
cash do you have beyond this $100,000 that you put into this potential property?
Well, I'm putting like 80,000 into this property, so
Okay.
let me think. I also already own a whole other property, and I have like full equity in it because I renovated the entire thing.
Oh, you have no debt on that.
Huh?
You have no debt on that.
Basically, no. Well, oh, I should add that. Oh my god, I apologize. I think I owed like $20,000 left on that house. I bought it for $100,000, and I put 60,000 down
Oh, okay.
back when I was 21. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just,
All good.
it's been a mess. I've been struggling to get people to work on the property and so on, but I finally got someone that's been coming through, and I think it's gonna be done next month or 2 weeks from now.
Fair enough. So how much cash do we have right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. So after the 80,000, I would say like 40,000 max.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 40K, and
But
then
but the thing that I'm scared about is I need to have like 30,000 to cover my poker bankroll. Otherwise, it's back to a 9 to 5. So that's just how it works. You have to have a bankroll.
interesting.
Yo, people call him BS, bro. You could go look up TCH Austin 1025 game. My name is Liam. You can watch me play and win $5,000 in 2 hours. Fucking.
It's okay. We just chat
It's
with the
just,
chat.
it's just funny, bro. People cope.
Okay, so I want to just get an idea of the savings here. So you have
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all over the place. I have cash all over the place. I have like 16,000 in my Roth IRA. Say that. I wasn't including that.
how much you need to have for just poker? It was like 40K.
I would say at least 20 to 40K. You could do like 30. You know, I feel like that'd be a good average.
Okay,
You have to
so
have that.
so we have a bucket of 30. That's going to be
Yeah.
for, I'm going to call it work,
Yes, you have to.
and then we
Don't
need
have
money
that.
for emergencies also. Your expenses are 2,000, so that's going to be about 12K just for that. 6 months of expenses just tucked away here. Okay, and then the rest is right now is just the house.
Yeah, sorry it's complicated. My money's all over the place.
All good.
I'm really stressed a lot, to be honest. Playing
that's-
poker's not really
That's something I would definitely want to talk about here. Okay. Okay, let's talk about assets really quick. So across your investment accounts, your properties, equity and properties, what are you roughly at? We can itemize here if I have a calculator if you need.
I'm sorry, so say that again. What do you mean? Like equity that I have in the properties?
Yeah, so I want to talk about all your assets combined. So your stocks and a Roth IRA, brokerage account, 401ks, all that, and then equity in any properties.
So I sold all my stocks to liquidate to get this property and put a down payment. But I kept 15,000 in my Roth IRA. I don't have a 401k. I just put money in the Roth IRA, and that's yeah.
The money you took out, was that in a brokerage account?
Yeah, it was in like Robinhood about 15.
Okay, but it was like a regular taxable brokerage account. It wasn't like a Roth IRA or anything.
Correct. Yeah, I wouldn't take money out of that. No,
Okay.
I left all my money in that.
Okay, cool. And then what's the equity at in the home, the current property you have?
The one I'd say when it's fixed up and everything's said and done, it will be worth around 180,000. So you could almost say 160,000 equity in it. Because I basically paid I had to pay the guy like $31,000 to completely renovate the place and stuff. It was like a whole thing. My father was supposed to fix it, but he's low-key a drug addict right now, so
Okay.
he couldn't fix it. It's kind of crazy. Life
Okay.
gets crazy, man.
Yeah. All right. So Liam, just to recap here. So you're 23 in Pennsylvania. You are a poker player full time, averaging about 10K per month after tax, $32,000 in debt. You have 2,000 in expenses each month. You have about 100K in cash. 80K is potentially going to be tied up in a 3-unit rental property. 40K in cash is mainly for your job. You have to have some money for poker. 190K in assets. So your main question here is, do you go through with this 3-unit rental property?
Yeah, basically, I would say so.
Okay.
I just really like it though because it seems to generate more than the mortgage would be, and that's usually what these landlords look for, I guess, in a property.
What's your ultimate goal here? So with real estate or investing in the stock market, ignoring the investment vehicle, what's your goal?
I wouldn't say financial freedom because obviously real estate's not financial freedom, but I just don't want to stress about money when I'm older. You know, I want to get as much money as possible while I'm young, you know, so I can travel while I'm young at the same time. So I don't know. I get semi-financial freedom and not have to, you know, talk to a boss or something like that. That's kind of something I've always been against.
Okay. The other thing here is you said you're stressed out with this job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of stress.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking stress.
So if money weren't an issue, Liam, what would you be doing with your time?
If money wasn't, I'd be traveling the world. I've been to South America, I've been to Europe, and I was going to go to Asia, but I've just been trying to get some more properties going. But yeah, I would be traveling the world if money wasn't an issue.
Okay. And assuming you get all your traveling in, like in between traveling, what would you be doing? So I have friends that have traveled for 5 years straight, and they're like, I'm completely done. I never want to travel again. I'm going to build a business, have a family. I'm good.
Damn. I didn't think that far, man. I am young. I didn't even think that far. There's so many places to see it. That's crazy that you say that, though.
Yeah.
I believe you. Like, where they traveled so long, and they're like, you know what? That's it. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think that far, bro.
Because you're a young dude. You have so much time ahead of you. You have like, what, 50 years maybe?
Yeah, I just believe anything can happen, though. You know, people pass away in car accidents often, and you know, you got to live your life to the fullest. I'm not saying you should do crazy shit and get yourself killed or yourself in jail, but I mean, I don't know. You just really got to live your youth out, I think.
Yeah, we can find a nice balance here. Really, I'm concerned about this job and how stressful it is. So I'm like, what else can we do for a career? You know?
I guess that's why I'm kind of chasing real estate. I've had ideas, you know. Every young kid has had ideas, you know, like buy a dump truck, you know, the ones that transport materials and stuff. That would be a cool business, but I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I want to do content creation, kind of like what you're doing with financial, but with poker, you know. So I have a friend that edits videos and stuff, and I'm trying to get his advice to learn how to edit poker videos and so on. And because I do love poker, it's just stressful in the regard of when it's like you know, I don't know how to explain it. There's some days you could go play for hours and you end up losing, right? But then the very next day you'll make it all back. Like if I go,
Yep, it's called gambling, Liam. We know how it works. Oh, where'd it go?
oh Jesus,
You there?
like last month, I'm sorry, I had a day where I lost $3,000, and then the very next day I won 3,500. You know what I mean? So it's just a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's really
happen.
stressful. Yeah, I think the content idea is a great idea. You simply have a really good personality for that. So
I hope so. That's what my friends tell me. It's hard to sit down and really push yourself to do certain things. You know what I mean? It's like the laziness and everything.
well, what are your thoughts on just hiring a video editor, just getting people to help you with that, right? Making an investment, right? I hired a full-time video editor. I have a virtual assistant, and I cannot do what I do without them now, right? And now I get more time back. It's less stress on me. So I'm not saying you need to figure this out now. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's you know, you don't have to figure this out all now. I just want us to start thinking about it, you know?
Sure. No, yeah, you definitely opened my eyes up because I definitely only looked at it as get as much money as possible and find a way to almost live in a third world country for beyond cheap. That's kind of was like my goal in the back of my mind. But
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I never thought about traveling. You know?
Well, this 3-unit property, I feel like it's just going to add more stress onto your life unless you completely just hand it off, and then it will be less stressful unless you need to find new property managers and stuff like that. But stock market's a great wealth building tool. So I mean, if we just dropped, for example, 100K into the stock market, you have about was it like 15K currently. If we do that for about 20 years, sorry, I need to fix this number here. It's about $115,000. And let's say you put in, your expenses are so low. Let's say you put,
I'm guessing max it out. It's $7,500 a year you can put in, right? So I would like to max it out.
yeah, you can easily do that. I'm talking about pretty much all the accounts. So you'd use the Roth IRA, maybe HSA, maybe you're self-employed, so maybe solo 401k. But anyway, for 20 years, you dump that 100K in now, $5,000 per month after that, you're about almost $3 million. And that should produce for you about
300K, right?
about $120,000 per year.
tripping.
after inflation. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is about what
Oh,
you're
that
making.
sounds fun.
Pretty close.
And how long would that come? How long did you say that would take? Like if I put the whole 100K in? And...
We're assuming 20 years here,
Okay.
and $5,000 per month after that. Because you're making about 10K, your expenses are 2,000, so there's a big, you have a lot of extra cash here, right? Almost $8,000
that's
per
where all
month.
this money came from. I kind of just kept throwing it at shit and trying to just make something shake, you know?
Yeah, throw this money into the market, man. Just max out all the accounts. Look into maybe solo 401k, HSA. Max out all these tax advantage accounts. They're awesome. You can put the rest in a brokerage account. If you want to do real estate, go for it. It's just more time, more stress. It's like, how much do you want that, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So, what? Are you not a fan of real estate then, in that regard? I mean, well, you just believe stocks all the way. Huh?
No, I think they're both can be great assets, but I think people get into real estate thinking, oh, it's easy passive income. That's how you build wealth. But you can build wealth through many vehicles, right? The stock market has been the best wealth building tool of all time. It has outperformed real estate long term.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I guess a stat that always stuck in my head is real estate has made the most millionaires over than anything, like, compared to any career or whatever. You know, real estate is just what made them most millionaires, and that could just because people buying houses years ago and now they're way up, I guess. But
there are a lot of factors. I think the stat is actually 401. Like the one thing most millionaires have in common are 401ks. But real estate, yeah, I mean, real estate's a great way to build wealth as well. But it comes with a lot more shit, you know. So how much shit,
stress.
Liam, are you willing to deal with, right?
Yeah. I just like the idea of real estate because it just seems, I don't know, it seems more cash flow than stocks. Like stocks you put in and you need to let them sit there. This isn't like day trading, you let them sit there and accumulate. But with a real estate, it's like you're building equity in a property and maybe you're making an extra couple bucks on top of the mortgage as well. And it's just kind of nice. And, because your money's like face up then, I understand stocks like 10% a year probably. But...
Yeah, I mean, if you buy a house and if you don't live in it long enough, you're going to take a loss after about 5-7 years. So like they have to think about appreciation, mortgage interest, property taxes, maintenance, repairs, insurance, all these extra costs that you don't see at all.
Not at all.
So short term, you're losing money real estate, guaranteed, right? The first 7 years, you're pretty much losing money, especially at these rates. But TLDR, I'm not trying to tell you to go.
Like 6% interest. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you to go for one or the other or both. I'm just trying to talk about these options out loud so you're aware of that none are perfect.
No, I appreciate
right?
it. No, I definitely need it because I'm just a young kid trying to every kid's trying to get rich nowadays, right? So everyone's trying to do their own thing.
Yeah, I think the most important thing here, Liam, is I want you to work towards something that you actually want to do in life. So if poker, being a professional poker player is not that, then I think your number one priority is not to just make a shitload of money, but to figure out what you actually want to do.
Well, I love poker. I just mean it's stressful in the regard of, like whenever... I absolutely love poker, and that's why I chase it. It's just, when you lose unluckily, by a bad player, it puts you on tilt, you get a little upset, you're down a couple hundred for the day, maybe even 1,000 for the day, and it's hard to get over that. It takes a couple hours to break through and be like, what, it doesn't matter. I'm a better player. I'll get it back, tomorrow or the next. So that's the only thing that's stressful about it. But I do love it. It is what I love. I love everything about it. It has every aspect I love. So.
You said it took out the fun though when you started playing professionally.
Yeah. So I mean, before, if you were making if I was making money before. And I lose, it's like whatever, I'll go make money. You know what I mean? But I'll go have an income. But now it's like, if I lose, it's like shit. Like that affects like how much I'm making an hour and stuff like that. People are saying not sustainable. Nobody has any clue about poker.
I agree with them. I think this is a tough industry. But if it's what you want to do, go for it.
It's definitely tough. It's not for the weak-minded, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of discipline and just it's like it's a mental battle, honestly, because you can lose unluckily and then be upset and be on a downswing and then you can get into your head about it and then you just keep losing.
Yeah. All right, Liam. Well, I hope I gave you enough to think and come to some kind of decision.
No, I mean, what? Do you not like the property? No, I feel like it's so good. Fuck.
It trade-offs, man. Like if you got a lot going on, like adding real estate to this, it's just gonna add more stress and more time, more of your time. So if you're cool with that, go for it. But it's,
I mean, does the
this is by
property manager make up for that? Sorry to interrupt you, but I mean, you
Yeah.
mentioned property manager before, you know. And
yes. You can get some of your time back for sure. They take a cut, so you have to run the numbers. Is that going to make sense? You have to have a cash buffer for that because when shit hits the fan, like your water heater, for example, is going to go out. You have to have the cash buffer for that. Your property manager is not going to pay for that, right?
yeah, almost like a separate money pot, right? Like poker, where it's like, oh, I need to keep 10K over here just in case the shit happens.
Exactly right. That's why we drew these buckets here. You have a 30K here for work, 12K for emergency fund, and then like 6 months of expenses for just the real estate. Like if you had no tenants for 6 months, for example, you have that cash in there.
Yeah, so it'd be like a whole different bucket. It'd be like, damn, I need to have 10K with the property manager. I mean, that's how it is in real estate, though, to my understanding. But
Yeah.
no, I appreciate it. You definitely cleared my mind up. I mean, with the numbers I told you, though, I mean, do you think taking this risk and putting this 80,000 up is risky for? I don't know. Like overall, you think it's not the greatest idea with the certain financial situation I'm in? I feel like I have a decent amount of money put away. I'm still young to take this chance. And, you know, I saw all the leases. You know, the leases look very good. You know, it's like one person pays $1,750 a month, the other one pays $900, and then the other one's $1,250, which comes down to $3,850 actually. So that definitely would pay the mortgage and some. You know.
Yeah. Real estate can be great. Like I said, it's about running the numbers, accounting for risk, having cash, right? And just understanding the time investment. So if all that checks out, you have a long-term mindset, then yeah, I mean, like I said, real estate can be a great thing.
Yeah, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for having me on here.
Of course.
I swiped by and I've been seeing you the past couple of weeks, I think. But
Yeah, thanks for stopping
is this
by,
what
man.
you do full time, dude?
Yeah, I make content full-time across 2 different channels.
And yeah, how long have you been doing that? Like a year or so? Or?
4 years or so. Not this channel, but just in total, making content, yeah.
Wow. Well, good for you, man. That's awesome. I would go chase that a little bit as well with some poker. But I think that would maybe bring some love into it again. For
I'm sure it will, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
But thank you, man.
Of
Yeah,
course.
have a good one. I'm about to
too.
go play poker right now, so you have a good one, bro.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. So if you're just joining us here, we had a very interesting conversation here. We spoke to Liam, 23, in Pennsylvania. He plays poker for a career. He's a professional poker player. Making about 10K per month, 32K in debt, minimal expenses, has a lot of cash. What's interesting is he needs a lot of cash for poker. About between 20 and 40K or so. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, good luck to him. I wouldn't recommend this for anybody. Not even a little bit. This sounds incredibly stressful. You have to be insanely disciplined, like he was saying. The thing is, our brains, if you don't know, our brains are literally wired to gamble. Our brains are like dopamine-seeking addicts. So, something like poker, you have to be on it. Chat, that was the last one for the night. Like I said, 8 p.m. My wife's going to come down here any second to yell at me because I told her to. So I'm putting my foot down. But I'm going to answer a few questions here in chat. If you haven't already, be sure to grab our free Rich Nerds Quick Guide to Being Rich. It's our free PDF guide. If you're on TikTok, you can grab it with the URL on our profile. It's the very first link on the list, or tap the yellow button on the very bottom left. Let us know where to email it. We'll help you build an emergency fund, get some free money from your employer, pay off debt, investing for retirement, all the stuffs. Everything to help you become a rich-ass nerd. Empty says, you don't know what kind of people are the existing tenants. There's risk in that. Exactly right. So yeah, I want to emphasize here that I'm not against real estate, but I get so many people that are like, oh, I just buy these properties, cash flowing, easy peasy, you know what I mean? So real estate can be great, right? There are some awesome tax advantages. You can much more easily leverage real estate because banks love homes because they're tangible. So we just want to make sure that we do the research, we understand the risks, we have the cash, and take it from there. We don't just want to jump into it. So hopefully I wasn't, I'm not anti-real estate. Do you give relationship advice too? I'm not an expert. I like the sign says here, money expert. Not a relationship expert. So W stream as always. Thank you, Luke. Pope says, thank you for your time, man. Good luck. Likewise. Hope you win your games tonight. W stream, thank you. My pleasure, Empty. W comments, guys. Exposed says 26, $275,000 net worth. Lease luxury car or pay cash for average car? Pay cash for average car. Yes. Unless, let's see, the only caveat, and this is a really small caveat, is if you lease the car and insurance and fuel everything, if that's no more than 10% of your monthly income, go for it. That's fine. In the USA, what is the average return in real estate? I want to say it's 4% or so. Average. Stock market's 7% after inflation. People will look at, so there's a thing that's called recency bias. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this before. So people look at the last 5, even 10 years in real estate, and they're like, oh my God, real estate's the most amazing thing in the world. Or the same with stocks. Stocks have done very well in the last 5 years or so. That's recency bias. We're just looking at a tiny, tiny time period. We have to zoom out. Everyone getting into stocks in the last couple of years, they've been having a great ride. They have not experienced the pain of this right here, right? Being down 30%. Chat, after the dot-com bubble, how much did the NASDAQ decrease by? What percentage? Put it in chat. Just take a guess. How much did the NASDAQ crash after the dot-com bubble? From the highest to lowest. 67, 57, 57, 65, 45. Any more guesses? How much did the NASDAQ fall after the dot-com bubble? 72%? Okay. Okay. Guys, it was about 80%. Nearly 80%. Yeah. Guy said it. It's about 80%. Most people are not going to be able to stomach that. Yeah, big sale. Yeah, for people like you and me, yeah, it's a big sale. Now, follow-up question. How long did it take the NASDAQ to return to all-time highs again? So the high before the dot-com bubble, the low crash, right? How long did it take to recover to the all-time high before the crash? How many years? Okay, Guy says 20 years. Tyler says 7 years. 10 to 12 years says Gabriel. 10 years says LJ. 10 years. 8 years. 17. Okay. Yeah, it was nearly 15 years. Nearly 15 years. Pretty nuts, right? Pretty crazy. But what's nice is, you know, you're having a great time. You're having a great time. Crashes, right? Negative 80%. And then over time, you know, it goes more. So like we're just looking at this right here. You know, the next time it happens, you're going to focus on this. It'll be really painful, but we have to zoom out, right? Zoom out. You keep buying, right? You buy here, you buy here, you buy here and here, right? Every month, every week, whatever it is. And look at that. You're building wealth. And of course, you zoom in here, right? Maybe negative 20% here, right? So Bitcoin had a massive crash. I mean, this applies to really anything. Just zoom out. Yeah, pretty nuts. Are you predicting a near stock market crash soon? It's going to happen guaranteed. The question is, Chatty, is when. No one knows when it's going to happen. Maybe this continues for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And then we have the correction. But yeah, we don't know. We don't know. I don't even think about that. You have solid emergency fund, right? You have enough in savings to last you a solid 6 months. Maybe even up to a year, if that makes you feel better. Recession hits, maybe you get laid off. You have money, you have time to find a new job. You don't have to rush to the quickest job you can find. You can take your time, breathe. And then as long as you continue investing, right? You don't stop investing just because there's a crash. That's a mistake people make. You don't exit your position unless it's a really, really high risk position that you've sort of gambled yourself into. Okay, time check. It is 8:06. Nate says, I feel like I'm behind with only 45k Canadian and I'm 24. You know, it's really easy to feel that way when you see this 23-year-old making 10k per month as a poker player. I'd say whether you're behind depends on you and your goals. And even if you are behind, Nate, isn't it nice to have the certainty that you are behind? So now you can go and make decisions to catch up. But you're likely not behind. 45k by 24. Yeah, generally speaking, by age 30, have about 1 times your income. Sounds like you're already on track, right? But man, having that certainty is helpful because now you don't have to guess. You're like, am I behind? Am I behind? I feel behind. You have no debt and your car is paid off. So Nate, you're, like I said, you're probably doing way better than you think. These are what we call, what Morgan Housel in his awesome book, Psychology Money, he calls these tail events, or tailies. So I'm gonna do one more thing and I'm gonna hop off here. This is really important. So guys, in life, almost everything looks kind of like this. It's like this kind of distribution bell curve, right? So in this person's case, this 23-year-old making 10k per month, this guy is like over here, right? The average is up here. This is the average. So most people are about here. This applies to everything. Think about what you're good at in life. Think about your skills. What are you good at, right? You're probably average or maybe below on most things, but there are a few things that you're really good at, or some things that you're really, really bad at, right? In the stock market, look at the S&P 500 or NASDAQ. Not all the companies are doing very well, right? Of all those 500 companies, actually most of them are kind of shit, right? Only a few of them are making most of the returns. And we've seen this to be true even recently with the tech stocks, right? Handful of stocks made the returns recently. Meanwhile, the average, or most of them, right, not so hot. So these are sort of these tail events. Last example, Apple. Apple's known for one main thing that blew them up. It's the iPhone. They've had many products since then that weren't as successful. So they had this one tail event that like blew them up, you know? This curve right here, it's very, very useful. Anyway. Tracy says, I'm single and want a boyfriend. Tracy, no one gives a fuck. Get out of here. It was a scammer, yeah. I've been in this game for so long, I can spot the scammers in a heartbeat. No woman is dumb enough to do that, right? That would be very unwise. I'm doing well, but I still feel like I'm behind in money whenever I see other young people with a lot. Yeah. The next time you do the comparison, try to frame that thought. So it's like, oh shit, this guy Liam, he's making so much more money than me. He just put 80K down on this three rental property. Oh wait, hold on. Am I doing better than I was before? Let me look back 3, 4, 5 years. Oh yeah, back then I had this debt. Now I'm debt free or whatever. Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm doing better. Comparing to my previous self, I'm doing much better. Over time, you'll learn to get past these comparisons. These comparisons don't ever stop, by the way. It's more so what you do after you made the comparison. Because I talk to people that on here, sometimes they make so much more money than me at a younger age, right? So I can either say, damn, this guy Liam or Beck or Nick here, he's making so much more money than me, right? Or I can be like, okay, so what? I'm doing better than I was before. I have an awesome life. I have an awesome wife. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Carry on. Because it'll never be enough. It will never be enough. So you have to make it enough. Anyway. You never know, she could be on the other end of the bell curve. See, that person was paying attention. Right on. Yeah, she could be over here, right? Most women are not gonna have a, sexy photo of themselves and say, hey, I'm single, I want a man, right? But maybe this one right here, well, that was a good one. I like that. All right, chat. Chat, I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'm gonna eat some dinner with my wife, maybe watch a little bit of anime. And then I'm hitting up Stella Montes and I'm killing everyone. I'm killing everyone. And I'm taking all their goop. What game am I talking about? I'm going to Stella Montes. I'm killing everyone I see. I'm shooting on sight and I'm taking their goop. Just don't be complacent in life. You will succeed. Easy said. Agreed. Arc Raiders, baby. Yes. Investing is sort of like gambling, no? There are some similarities, yeah, especially with how you do it, yeah. The Finals, ooh, the Finals is a great game. Yeah, Arc Raiders. Can you believe, so Embark Studios, they're the developers for Arc Raiders and the Finals. They're working on 2 more games on top of those 2. All right, last question here. Nick says, how much is considered emergency fund if I don't have any expenses under 1K? So generally about 6 months of expenses. In your case, if you don't really have any expenses, minimal expenses, I'd say it's a good habit to just have some extra buffer on top of that. Build that habit of knowing, okay, no, we keep cash for the short term. But at least 6 months of your expenses. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. We'll catch you all Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific for some more roasting of our rich nerds' finances. Have a good rest of your weekend. I love y'all. Nick, Luke, Hater, Alex, Mard, Gray. Take care. I love you guys.